the IPA's popularity is growing rapidly. It's becoming the core range of many breweries, but I like to do things with a little bit of a twist. So today, I'm gonna make a black IPA. Let's begin with our dough in of 3.2 kilos of malted barley into 13 litres of water at 72 degrees. This will bring our mash down to 68 degrees. And towards the end of our mash, we're gonna add in that nice black malt to get that nice picturesque colour. I did hear on a podcast a really good way to break up dough balls is by using a really big whisk. I don't have a big whisk, but I have a normal size whisk. Altogether, I'm using about 3.25 kilos of malted barley. 3 kilos is just ale malt barley. Then I've got 125 grams of chocolate malt and black. I was debating if I wanted to use dark crystal. I just think I should get some chocolatey flavors just nice and thin through, but I don't want bitterness coming from it. So that's why I am adding it in the last 10 minutes. Because I've decided to stick with Australian hops for my black IPA, what I'm using is Vic Secret and Eclipse. In my hand, I do have some Eclipse, and literally on the nose, it smells like fruit juice. Whereas the Vic Secret, the aroma's not as strong. I would definitely say it's more of a sherbet kind of smell. No, it's the pine coming through, the pine of it. I'd say it's piney. It's kind of, it smells like wood, if that makes sense. But the flavors that should come out of them are both citrusy and pine flavors. So with Vic Secret, hopefully I can get some of that citrus flavor. I can't, it's just so bitter. It's just real bitter. Just gonna wash my mouth before I try the Eclipse. Really enjoying the smell of the Eclipse hops. They smell excellent. It's like, it's literally packed full of like fruit juice, like tropical flavors. I know that the taste for this should be piney and resiny as well. But hopefully I get more kind of juice and citrus flavors coming through. I can't believe I'm saying this, but this does. It does. The Eclipse hits a lot harder in the back of the throat, I can tell you that much. But it has a lot more flavour and a lot more aroma, and I love the aroma of these hops. Need some soup. I don't mind the flavour of that. I'm not going to use my Eclipse hops during the bittering process, but I will do it with Vic Secret. For bittering, I'm going to use 10 grams of Vic Secret. For flavour, in the last 10 minutes of the boil, I'm going to use 10 grams of Eclipse and 5 grams of Vic Secret. You can smell toast coming through. How I would describe the smell of this is like you make toast for breakfast in the morning and you've just overcooked it, but that burnt toast smell through, it's simmering through the house. It actually kind of smells good, but it's still annoying that you've burnt your toast. I'm not sparging just because I'm not very good at it. Beautiful. Now we've finished our mash. We're going to get it up to a boil. We're going to add in those bittering hops. And then finally, we're going to add in our flavour hops just in the last 10 minutes. And once all that's done, we just need to chill our wort down to 26 degrees. Now that we're at 26 degrees, I'm going to pitch my yeast, which is Verdant IPA. I mean, we're making an IPA. Why not use an IPA yeast? Right, OG is at 1.056. I swear half my beers are like 70% sanitizer. Now I've run out of room in the pantry, so I'm going to wrap him up in a towel. I'm going to tuck him in nice and neatly right next to the NBN box, so hopefully he gets some 5G flavours in there, but good night, sweet prince. Now comes my favourite part of pretty much every ale is the dry hop. I've got 10 grams of Eclipse, 10 grams of Vic Secret. I'm going to chuck that in my batch. That smells fantastic. There's a nice thick creamy layer on top. That's going to dry hop for 5 days and then I'm going to package it. I might be a little bit lazy with this one and use my sugar drops. I know it goes against my better judgment, but this is gonna be so packed full of flavor. Hopefully I can't taste that underlying flavor. I think because it's pretty close to the first kind of like spurt, it's still pretty cloudy, which is fine. It is so pungent. Like, it smells like tropical fruit juice. So I believe that's coming from the IPA yeast I've used. Not as black as what I thought, but it's still black. It's like I just ate a fresh hot pellet. Pretty green, if that makes sense. Like, it's like I've just eaten like a handful of grass. Let's get a few bottles bottled, and I'll try it again in a little bit and see if some of that has disappeared deeper into the batch. Let's try again. We're a bit deeper into the brew now. The cloud is not as milky now. Yep, scent's still pretty fruity. Okay. I think it's safe. It's not as like in the mouth now. It smells so good though. I could just sit here and just look what's left over from the dry hop. Look at it. No. No. Oh, I can't wait to actually drink this after it's matured. But I'm going to put this away for about 2 months. I waited 2 months. All right, let's start. Oh, that's juicy. All right, let's start with the color. Let's start with the pour. Let's see if I can get at least a little bit of head. Looking at it through the light, it's kind of the same color as Coca-Cola. It even has a bit of that tinge of red that Coke has. I think because I've left it for quite a while, it's lost a little bit of that aroma. But it smells really, really nice. It's still like got that packed, upfront, juicy kind of flavor. But what we need to know is, does it taste like an IPA? And do I have bitterness from the malt barley? It tastes like dirt. It's got like a burnt toast. It has an underlying toasty flavor. Like, I wonder what that's called. Like when you burn toast, it has like, well, it tastes like, I'm gonna say burnt toast one more time, but it tastes like burnt toast. Smells really fruity, and it's kind of like it's a weird interaction. It's like a fruity coffee. I don't know if you can hear my dog, but he's going absolute, like, he's just going outside. But this is, it's really nice. This is just like a sit down. I'm gonna sit down and just enjoy myself beer. I'm actually really happy with this. This is quite nice. It is really, really nice. And it's really nice, just like some of the other YouTube videos I have just here. And this one is what YouTube thinks you should watch next. But other than that, cheers.